it up for Mr. Locario.
What's going on? It's your boy Mr. Locario, the bad boy. The dating game was good. So listen guys, today I wanted to tell you about you approaching women, right? And then women trying to tell you how you should approach them, right? Now, if this hasn't happened to you before, this might happen to you in the future at some point where you're approaching a woman and then she'll have the audacity to tell you how you should approach her. So for example, you might walk up to a girl and you'd be like, hey miss, how you doing, what's going on? And then she'll look at you and she'll be like, is that the way you approach a lady? You should say good morning, or you should do this, or you should do that. And instead you might hit up a girl online, you'd be like, yo, what's up miss, what you doing this weekend, let's go get a drink. And then she'll text you back and she'll be like, does this approach work on all these girls? Like, why are you coming at me this way, right? Listen, don't listen to them. Do not listen to these women. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. What's really happening is that when you're approaching some of these girls, right? Those girls that you approached, they probably weren't specifically into you, and they're trying to act like what you're doing is wrong, or what you're doing isn't the right way, or what you're doing is weird or whatever. And then if you actually internalize that or listen to them, that affects your game. It affects how you feel comfortable approaching women. It affects how you do your thing, right? The thing is, you have to be comfortable with yourself and how you approach girls and what you say and what you're doing at all times, right? These women, they don't approach men. They have no, experience being a person who has to approach. You understand? Because they don't do it. They just wait for men to approach them. They have no experience being a man approaching women, and they themselves as a woman don't approach men. So they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? So you need to just do what you do, approach women, talk to them, be comfortable, and holler at them. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna have a situation where you're either online or you're talking to a girl, and she's gonna be like, oh, is that how you talk to women? Or why are you coming at me like that? And how dare you? And this and this and that. Now, in certain situations, some women might be saying that to be playful, so you have to sort of see the tone of how she's, responding. You understand what I'm saying? And in certain situations, girls will have an attitude about it, right? Now, the thing is, if you're actually tight with your game, you can know how to turn that around in certain situations. So if a girl says, oh, because I'll give you an example, right? So I remember, I would go up to girls and shit, and I would just say, hey, listen, you're hot, I'm hot, let's get together, give me a number, right? Like just little stupid shit like that, right? So I remember I said that to this one chick, and she looked at me and she's like, oh, that's so disrespectful. Like, how you gonna come up to a lady and talk to her like that, right? So I'm like, really? I'm like, what's so disrespectful about it, right? So then we actually get into this conversation. Long story short, by the end of that conversation, she gives me her number. We actually, got together later that week, and we got it popping. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is, I didn't let what she said throw me off. You know what I'm saying? When I was trying to holler at her. You see what I mean? So I used that situation in order to make something else happen. But the thing is, a lot of women will give those responses or be standoffish or, try to, say all this little goofy shit because they themselves, they don't feel comfortable in a situation in certain times, or they feel sort of entitled to get a certain response or get a certain, certain reaction from guys when they're out walking and doing their thing. Because the thing is, the truth is, in society, a lot of these women, they feel entitled to a lot of shit. And the way that society is set up, it's structured to give women all these things so they feel like they're entitled, they're above everything, and everybody needs to bow down to them and do all this other stuff, right? So women, they feel entitled to a man's money, they feel entitled to be, taken out and treated a certain way and all this other stuff. So now they feel even entitled to the way you approach them and you say something. Do you understand? They feel entitled to get approached and talk to a certain way. You understand? And the thing is, you can talk to chicks however the hell you want to talk to them. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is, when people talk about, oh, you got to do things respectfully and this and this and that, that shit it's very subjective. What the hell does that even mean, right? And a lot of times when chicks are saying that, they're just going off of like, their conditioned responses of how they, respond to dudes who they're not even feeling, or even dudes they are feeling, because women are so used to saying no to a lot of different guys that that's just like their automatic response, right? So the thing is that what I want to tell you is when you're out here talking to women, when you're out here approaching girls, don't let that, throw you off if a chick tries to critique your approach. If a chick tries to tell you how to approach her. You understand? You don't gotta listen to none of that shit. You approach women how you approach women. You're comfortable, you're confident, you go up, you say what you gotta say, and you do what you gotta do, right? Don't listen to them because they don't understand what the hell they're talking about. They are just reacting off of that, conditioned response that they do. Do you understand? And if you're tight with your game, you can play with that and turn shit around if you want to make that happen, right? But you got to look at the tone. You got to see how they're how the situation is, and then you can make things happen. You feel me? So that's all I want to say for today, guys. Make sure you click the link below to send me your questions, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. I'm gone. Peace. Later. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. Gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.